Oh my god. What is this? I'm having a freak out. And I'm going to record my freak out. This is what I'm freaking out about. I'm freaking out about the fact that I live here on this planet at all. And I'm dealing with so much stupidity, greed, and arrogance around me. What was that? See the rainstorm? The towel was here to absorb the water. Oh my god. I'm just sick of being on this planet. Why does this keep going on? Even though I have it pretty good compared to the worst life ever, I still don't like being here. My hips hurt. My shoulders hurt. My body hurts. Everything hurts. I have this thing in my shoulder. I can't get rid of it. Oh, we all suffer body pain. I'm sick of the body pain. Why does this go on and on and on? Why am I still dealing with the same old family stuff? The men taking over, the men being greedy, the men being controlling, angry, hostile, impatient, rash, and not nice. Erratic, good-hearted, but erratic and crazy and hoarding. All the greed. I'm sick of this. How do we change this? I'm sick of feeling upset over everything, And I could say, I just stop feeling upset, and I try my best, but I always end up feeling upset anyways. I'm sick of being in pain. I'm sick of worrying about money. I'm sick of the frustrations of dealing with everyday life. I'm sick of worrying about having to keep this house clean and just 3D, all the stuff. You have a body, and then you have to deal with your body in all these different ways, and your body can get sick, and your body can have pain. It has teeth that have to be dealt with. You got to deal with that. You got to buy clothes. You've got to deal with all this stuff constantly. You do get breaks. You get these sleeps. You get to sleep every once in a while to get out of it. That's your only way to get out of it. And the rest of the time, you have to deal with it all the time, every second, in linear time. And it's hell. And while you're down here on this planet, you have to go through this unbearable aging process, which really sucks. And then you die. This is my mocha. God, I look like crap. Sorry. Let's see if through this video and during this video, which I have a feeling is going to be a long one, see if I can get my face to look better. See if I can figure it out. So I'm home on this rainy, windy day by myself with my messy room, obviously, God, and my laptop and my internet community, which I love. Everybody loves their internet friends. It's fun, isn't it? Guys who post and like to get responses, isn't it fun? It's fun. All right. The old Deb Director standby facelift technique. Take your hands, well actually it's better if they're cold almost, and sweep them up your face like this. And try to get your... God, I look terrible. Get your head, get your posture good. So this is us spending a rainy day together You and me, you know who you are. My brother and sister and I spent hours when we were younger trying to figure out how to raise one eyebrow. And I did. I figured it out. What I did was I held this one down for a really long time and I kept raising. It was really hard for me to learn this because I have a little bit less, energy there, but I figured it out. Okay. So, a lot of us feel tired of being here in this body, on this freaking planet, in this realm, in this whatever it is, this life. We're stuck in the life and we're sick of it and we don't know how to get out without it hurting an incredible amount, without absolutely no knowledge of what it's going to feel like to get out. Not sure it's going to feel good, but are hoping it's better than this. And but then there's all these other factors. You can't just kill your body and get out. You can't just do that. I mean, you can, but if you have responsibilities and guilt and shame and fear and people who love you and stuff you got to tend to. You got to play house, you got to play society, play earth, play game. You got to pay your taxes. Somebody's got to collect money on your life. That's what it's all about. It's really amazing. I mean, I'm exhausted. I feel sick under here, and I have this constant pain in my body, all over my body, all the time. My dance teacher finally saw me limping. He'd never seen that because I always managed to fake it, but it was just, one of those days, and he saw that, and he acted like he's never seen it. He's like, "Oh, are you limping?" Like, I've talked about it with him. He's never seen it. Kind of, he needed to see it, really. When I have all this pain and I'm crippled up and walking hurts, I feel totally differently about life than I do when I'm not in pain. Obviously, Oh, I don't even know what. Man, this is a depressing video. I guess this is not. I probably won't even post this. I'm so tired. I feel exhausted just from dealing with worrying about, my financial situation, my family, all the bad feelings that can get stirred up with my family. It's just awful. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the whole dynamic feeling bad, and I'm not sure how to change it. And I want to figure it out because I can't. Some issues go so deep, it's like you still get stuck in these same bad feelings and you don't even. So, how to bring peace to the situation, and if we had peace all the time, we'd probably be bored out of our freaking minds, and that's why we create all this drama. And so, this is the basic facelift technique. I'm supposed to bring a smile to the world, but I don't have a smile in me. Let's see if I can fake one. I couldn't fake one, but at least it made me laugh to create a real one. So it did make a real. So, what can I say that has value to more than just maybe one person if I'm lucky? How about this? If you feel sick and tired of living on the planet, I understand how you feel. I get it. I share your issue. It is also my issue. And I feel compassionate for both of us. And all of us, if there's more than just me and, you. And I wish we could change it. I don't know how. I'm not sure how, but I'm going to try to figure it out. I found my crystal after 11,000 lifetimes in the last 50 years to get this baby back. So if I can do that, maybe I can figure out how to get out of this planet without it hurting. and, you know, without it causing pain to anybody else. I mean, what the hell is with all this pain? You know? I mean, really? Let's just be joyful. Anyways, there's a lot on my mind, and there's a lot I have to deal with right now. And it's not easy to stay calm all the time, and sometimes it's not easy for me to even walk, which is how I feel right now. So I usually can get myself in a pretty good place, and I do it with energetic medicine and great diet, so it's possible. I need to hear something inspiring and that connects with me the correct way and has the sound that I need to heal my spirit right now and my body. So I think what I'm going to do is look on the internet for some kind of sound healing, and I'm going to try to give myself a sound healing, and maybe I'll videotape it if it does anything good for me, because right now it's really hard for me to move. I'm just a regular gal. In Pain on Planet Earth. That's a good name for a title. In Pain on Planet Earth. Yep. Something every day. Maybe if we can get $48 million, smiles, orgasms, views, downloads, you know, thoughts, cumulative thought, 48 million at the same moment. Can we get 48 million people to do something at the same time on this planet? Is that possible? Could we get somehow enough people to watch a video at one time and all smile at once, or all say the same word at once, or all orgasm at once? You're pretty much going to feel happy when you orgasm. So, you know, you could smile and somebody could think love and positive thoughts, and another person could be smiling and be thinking, ooh, I can't wait to kill that guy, you know? So smiling isn't really necessarily a universal positive. It normally is, but not necessarily in the thought realm, because everybody's so different with what their smile means. And then same with orgasm. You can have some sick thoughts with your orgasm, but usually the moment of orgasm is still incredible pleasure. So if you can get people to orgasm at the same moment, and while they're orgasming, this really positive, life-transforming thought is also in their head that can be there because it's in the video, it's in the sounds track, it's in a word you say, it's in something. Maybe 48 million joyful moments at once, joyful experiences at once could get us out of this hell that we're friggin' in on 3D planet Earth. What do you think? 48 million positive, loving experiences at once. That would be 48 million orgasms. The $48 million club. The 48 million orgasm club. I was thinking about starting a club that was like the 48 million something club. The 48 million dollar club sounds right, but then, and if you could collect $48 million, say you got $1 from 48 million different people, only $1, and they pooled their money and they got $48 million, and they all were able to somehow share it. Their contribution would be $1, but then they would be part owner of $48 million. Now, how would they benefit? Would they benefit more than $1's worth? For $1, what could they get from the $48 million club? You know, they could probably get some pretty good stuff, because you could do a lot with $48 million. You know, you could create businesses that produce income. You can put on great vacations, parties. You could feed a lot of people. You could come up with a design that did something. I mean, $48 million is a huge amount of money. And if you collected it with $1 from 48 million people, You have a lot of money to do something good with, hopefully not bad with. Of course, if the corporate elite got a hold of it, they would just make more drugs and make you more sick, make you buy their drugs. They're really smart. The whole thing's a big game. It's like Monopoly. It's really, I'm tired of that too. Sick of that whole financial, social structure of, that has to be. I just won't be missing that when I'm off this planet. Don't feel bad for me if I'm dead. There's a lot here that I get tired of dealing with, really, gosh. So, the $48 million club, what it kind of rolls off your tongue when you say $48 million club. If you're part of the $48 million club, that means you're part of the $48 million. That means that you're part of what that can buy. So what can it buy? It'd be fun to figure out what you could do with $48 million and have all these people. And so 48 million is a lot of people. That's a lot. It's a big chunk. So I'm curious what percentage of all the men in the world is 48 million? I'm going to look that up. How many people are in the world? How many men are in the world? And what percentage of all the people in the world is 48 million? What? Can you ask that question? What percentage of all men in the world is this a weird question to ask? 48 million. I bet nobody ever asked that question before. Okay, oh, I know. World population, all-time total. I was thinking that, what was I thinking? Oh, gosh, I just retrieving data. Okay, let's see here. What is this? It was written during the 1970s that 75 of the people who had ever been born were alive at that moment. What? 75%. Oh, really? That can't be. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Really? In the 1970s, 75% of the people who had ever been born were alive at that moment. But these guys say that's wrong. Interesting. Wow. So how many people are in the freaking world? This didn't get me anything. World population. It's changing by the second. Current world population. Wow, it's changing. People are getting born every second, every half second. Wow. Their numbers are, because there's a baby and a baby and a baby and a baby. They put this in that fast. 7 billion. 195,570,000. 396, 97, and 8, and 9, 400. Really? 51,900,000 deaths this year. Deaths today, 74,000. Births today, 179,000. Wow, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. So there you go. So 7 billion, so 48 million is what percent of 7 billion? Well, it's not nothing, because it's close to 50 million, so... there's something else I wanted to say about the 48 million. What was I going to say? I hate it when I forget my stuff. I keep forgetting things. Stupid. It was a positive thing. It was like 48 million people. What was it about the $48 million club? You could get really great videos of me on a regular basis. Doing really cool, sexy, fun things. This is almost 20 minutes, so I'm going to let it go to 20, just so I can have one official 20-minute video. Wow, what a crazy ramble. This is probably the slowest I've ever spoken. So, to end this rambly video, what should I say? Am I going to take on the challenge of the 48 million of something? Pennies, smiles, people's friends, views of my breasts, views of my magical breasts, or what? I don't know, but I'm going to let this thing end, and I'll talk to you guys later in the next one. So, I love you guys. You know I do. Talk to you soon.